Nwaneri has signed a new 5-year contract with the Gunners going into the new season. Nwaneri, yes, Arsenal's young superstar who made his debut at the age of 15 years, 181 days for Brentford, youngest ever player to play in the Premier League, and that was in 2022. He has moved from a kid to a boy, and of course has become a man right now at Arsenal. So Arsenal has offered him a 5-year contract and a conversation that he will get playing time, a pathway that will make him break fully into the Arsenal setup. Last season he scored 9 goals and 37 appearances, especially with Arsenal suffering from injury to key attackers that they had last season, like the likes of Jesus got injured, Kyle Havertz also got injured, ruled out for the season, and of course Bukayo Saka was also unavailable at some point. And that time, Nwaneri tried a lot for Arsenal, played some matches, scored in the Champions League, scored in the Premier League, and of course had some eye-catching performances last season. And because of that, he's gotten a 5-year contract at Arsenal and is going to be able to take part in dressing room activities, locker room activities, because last season he couldn't be part of that. And we also saw the meteoric rise of Luis Kelly, his best friend in the Arsenal setup. So I'm just thinking now that he signed a 5-year contract, where does he get to play for Arsenal? Now, Ethan is very creative. He can score goals, and when you think about him replacing Martin Odegaard, like it has happened in some of the precedent matches, you look at a player that has eyes for goal, not eyes to create so many chances for other players to come into play, not eyes to create a lot of goal-scoring opportunities or spaces for other players, but it's someone that if he sees a chance, he scores. He scored more goals than the captain of Arsenal, Martin Odegaard, last season. Now, you also look at him coming in for Bukayo Saka at some point last season. Yes, he can also play from that position. He can play on the right. He can, of course, cut and sweep the ball at the back of the net with his left leg. So he has that ability. But when you look at the attackers that Arsenal has brought in, Noni Madueke, you still have Leandro Trossard, if he still remains at Arsenal until the first game of the season. You have Martinelli, who's been underperforming at Arsenal. You have the new striker that they brought in into the Gunners setup. Victor Gyökeres is also an attacker. Then you have the emerging new boy, Darman, who's been the best player for Arsenal, especially coming off the bench, in some of the precedent matches as well. He won 2 penalties for Arsenal in their last few games. When you think about how good he is on the wing, coming in at some point to replace Bukayo Saka, then you wonder exactly how they want to play Ethan, how Ethan want to grow in the Arsenal setup. Has he made the right decision to stay at Arsenal and sign a 5-year contract? Of course,